Good morning. This is Wendy Gaylor. I am with the Bedford Chamber of Commerce, Bedford Area Chamber, and we're on Chamber Vibes podcast this morning with Woody Watts, Watts Creative. We thank you so much for doing such a great job for us. And we're going to talk about a special edition with an interview with our movers and shakers on the move. And we will kick it off with Tracy Bolito. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to hear about your move and how your new role, actually. You were previously the Bedford County Economic Director, and you did a total change after COVID and a career move on July the 1st. So here we are, right?
Yes.
And you served on our board, the Chamber Board of Directors, and also several committees. And you're now working with the Central Virginia Career Works, serving the community as Workforce Development Director. And this was just announced, and you were chosen from an extensive search of over 50 highly qualified applicants, which speaks volumes. I know you, I know who you are, and you have done such great things for our entire community. We're so blessed to have you. And you've served the Regents industry for the past 10 years as Economic Director, and previously with Erickson and GP, Georgia Pacific, as communications and project management roles. And at the Chamber, we've worked side by side with you on behalf of our businesses and community, and we are overjoyed to have you in this new role for our continued partnership. I'm so thrilled. So congratulations, and let's party later because we need to celebrate.
Yes.
But tell us about your new position as Executive Director for Virginia Career Works, and what is the overall mission of the organization?
Great. Well, yeah, I am workforce development. So the easy way to explain it is I'm helping people connect with jobs, and I'm helping businesses find qualified applicants. We're living in a time where we have a lot of people that are looking for work, but there's a disconnect because the employers say they are having a hard time filling those jobs. So how can we help the employees that are looking for work get upskilled or reskilled to get those jobs that are available in those careers? So as you know, I'm part of Virginia Career Works, and our vision is to be a customer-focused workforce system, a whole system that supports prosperity in our region. And, you know, we do that by connecting people that are looking for jobs to help find employment. And also we bring people together to talk about like what the industries need and what those jobs are, and then what education resources we have, what new training programs we can come up with, and things like that.
And it's so needed, and I know that we are all so glad that you're in that position. So with this new position, what new vision and any expansions or anything like that are you bringing to our region with this position that you're in?
Well, it's funny that you asked that, because yesterday we had our full board that came. We had a meeting at the University of Lynchburg. We came into a room, and I said, what do you think we're doing well, and what do we need to do better? And we gathered all of that information, and I'm going to summarize it. But the bottom line is that our region is looking for something big to happen in workforce training, to help people get higher skilled jobs, and that will help our companies.
Absolutely. And way to go to start, man. You're jumping right in there, Tracy, as you always do, doing the SWOT, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And let's start there, right? And figure out what is working, what is not, and let's cut what we don't need and really strengthen what we do have that's working well. Speaking of that, what are 3 overall priorities that you have with the organization?
Well, overall, right now, I'm just going to say that what I'm doing is trying to focus on who are our partners. We have a lot of different partners: CVCC, Virginia Employment Commission, ACE, and DARS, the Department of Aging and Rehab Services that you know about. All of these are partners that are all focused on workforce, and how can we all have a common vision and work together instead of in silos to really to help improve this situation for training.
So I know you work closely with educators, economic development, developers, workforce development, and you're meeting that fast-growing labor workforce needs of the whole region. So how can businesses, really connect with you?
Well, I'm going to be reaching out to those businesses. We're going to have a summit coming up July 27th in Lynchburg, and that's for the whole region. So the Lynchburg Business Alliance has some information posted there. And you'll be part of that, Wendy. I mean, this is the entire region, and the Bedford Chamber has been so strong in workforce development, working with us through the Bedford One Committee, which offers new experiences for young people. And I know you're going to continue doing that with Pam Bailey and the local team here. But we need that throughout the entire region. So we're going to come together and talk about how all of the resources can be focused in that area.
Yes, and we do. We all work collaboratively so well as a partnership, and we will definitely continue to do that because this area is so important, and we want to make sure that we're meeting those needs that our workforce is so, every single business, including manufacturing especially, are needing those workers, and we need to make sure that we're doing all that we can on our end at the chamber, making sure that the jobs are posted, that people are aware, and getting our workforce back.
Right, and we've got some tools. The governor announced the Return to Earn grant program, and we're launching that. Actually, we've already launched it, so it's on our website, which is VCW, which stands for Virginia Career Works. So VCWCentralRegion.com. On that webpage, you can find the Return to Earn grant, and this is for businesses that are under 100 employees that are providing hiring bonuses. And the idea is to bring people back to work if they've been unemployed. So if they're hiring people that have been unemployed, even if it's just been a week or two, or if it's been all year because of COVID, to bring them back to work. And if they hire a hiring bonus, we can provide up to $500 of a match. So if they provide, $1,000, we can then give them up to $500, and then that becomes $1,500 that they can give a new employee. So
Great
definitely
incentives.
look into that, and we'll match up to 500. So even if it's a company that's giving a $200 sign-on bonus, we can match that $200 with another $200, and then that employee gets $400 as a bonus.
And how can companies sign up for that?
There's a form on our website. So again, it's VCWCentralRegion.com, and look for Return to Earn.
So great things are happening. Definitely love those incentives, and the businesses so need that for their workforce to get back. I just read that we are now Virginia's voted best at the top for business. And so talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh, we're so excited. Years ago, we were on top, and then we kind of slipped in Virginia, and now we are back. And the reason is that we as a state have been doing so many things right. We started this Workforce Talent Accelerator program that VEDP, the Virginia Virginia Economic Development Partnership, put together. And basically what that does is it provides world-class training and recruitment solutions that are customized for companies. So a company that's adding, 10 to 50 jobs, let's say, if they are eligible for that, they will get a complete customized package that understands what that business needs, that can write training programs specifically for those employees, and even put up billboards to help attract new employees to that company. So that's something special that's been done. And then just in Virginia, in this region, we have a very low cost of doing business. Our cost of living index is 88.3 versus if 100 is average, if New York City is 130, and average is 100, we are 88. That just gives you an idea of you can get more for your money here. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's across the board with housing, utilities, but that trickles into business as well.
What do you think is needed the most for the businesses?
For the businesses, I think what's needed most is to help them fill their jobs, especially those skilled jobs. And that comes all the way down to children that are in school. They need to believe that trade programs are going to earn them a good living when they get older, so that they start looking at that rather than going to a liberal arts 4-year degree in school that costs, an arm and a leg, there's great programs, and most of them right now are free. You've got CVCC's program, the G3 initiative, which, and also the CTE Academy that just started actually. These are free programs for eligible people, and almost everybody's eligible. I mean, it's a higher threshold than it's been in the past. So please look into those programs if you're somebody that wants to upskill and get that better job and have a better quality of life. Look at what the community college is offering. And then, of course, Virginia Technical Institute in Alta Vista, same deal. Susie G. Gibson School here, get them started young in high school so that they get those higher average salaries in the future. There's a lot of great opportunities right here in our region.
Yes, we definitely have so many opportunities. And, we understand that there's a list of jobs that are in jeopardy, for the future
Well,
with our workforce.
that's right. And, manufacturing there for a while was slipping and there were less employees and we were seeing employment losses there. But it's coming back, let me tell you. Manufacturing companies are thinking more domestically about how they can grow in the U.S. and expand here and add services. And, I believe that manufacturing is where it's at, that we can get back there. And that's the higher quality jobs. And in our region, we still have a lot of manufacturers and people that know how to make things. And it's just a matter of helping young people and adults get skilled for those jobs.
And we want to be a part of that. And certainly we have in the past, have hosting the Career and Tech Expos right here at Susie G. Gibson, and really educating the school children in 7th and 8th grade about what is available right here in our area for jobs that with high paying, as you said, we are really blessed to have so much opportunity, and certainly we want to keep them here and bring them back if they do go to school elsewhere.
That's right.
Job is to bring them back and make sure that they have a good quality of life, because we certainly know that it is quality life here in Bedford.
And Wendy, if I can close by saying that website that I mentioned is also for a person that is looking to get employed in general. They can look for jobs on that website. bcwcentralregion.com will connect job seekers as well as companies that are looking for assistance from our group.
Well, and really quick, what is next for you? Are you going to be jumping out of planes for fun? Is that virtual reality? What's next? Are you taking any great trips? What do you have?
Oh, goodness. Yes, I have a plan to go to Hawaii this year because that was a trip that was delayed last year. So I'm going to jump on a plane here not too long.
Not out of one, but on one. That's better.
That was part of what I told them when I started. Sorry, but I've already got a plane ticket.
There you go. You can take me, but I'm having my vacation.
That's right.
Taking my vacation. Well, that will be a lot of fun, and you'll have to share pictures. And we look forward to having you at the forefront, working hard. We know that you do so hard for Bedford and the entire community, the whole region, Commonwealth, and for our business growth and helping to rebuild our workforce. Let's do this thing.
Thank you, Wendy.
Have a great day.